Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm junk journaling. This is my junk journal / glue book that I'm making to honor the Chinese Lunar New Year. And I'm doing it with Chinese and other Asian motifs. And I've been working on the cover, not quite finished yet, but I'm making this out of material from a pair of pants that I bought at the thrift store. And it's got a lovely, and I think this is more of a Japanese motif, with the cherry blossoms and plum blossoms. And this is either a chrysanthemum or a peony, I'm not really sure. And there's a little crane down here. And it was really pretty black shiny material. And I put the seam from the pants right on the spine. So this is made from like the leg, one of the legs of the pants. And it's a bit crackly and soft. And what I did was I used a piece of cardboard that came behind this pad of paper. I reinforced the spine with Tyvek. And then I put some bubble wrap from an order I got from Amazon on the outside. And I put a piece of quilting batting and then the material. And then I just zigzagged around the edge. I folded it over on the inside, and I was just going to put some black paper, which I probably should have, but I decided to put some more of that material from the other leg of the pair of pants. And I already have glue all over it, which I can't get off. And there's a piece of quilting batting inside this, and I sewed around it, but I kind of messed up down in this corner. See, it's too short. It doesn't really cover that corner very well. So I'll probably put something down there. The rest of it is not too bad. The corners aren't very good. But I discovered something I should have done, which I didn't do. You see, I made this a little bit smaller because I knew I had to put these holes because I was going to make like a travel journal style, and I wanted to put some elastics in. And so that's why it doesn't quite come to the edge. But I could have made it the right size and just put a little dip here so that I have a space for these holes. But that's how I learn. I learn by doing things. But all in all, I like the cover. The outside came out and really nice. And then I made a band, and the band is made from the waistband of the pants. I cut the zipper off and cut a piece with some of the elastic so it'll stretch to fit however big this is going to be. And I'll just slide it on like that. So that worked out pretty good. And then I put in some paper. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 sheets and 2 signatures, so I have 14 sheets. And I mixed some of this paper I bought from my boho journal with just some plain ivory colored light cardstock. And then I started working in here. And I wanted this really pretty pattern paper to be the front page because some of the colors kind of pink and blue match the material here. And I wanted to know what this journal was in honor of, so I printed out a little Happy New Year with pink cherry blossoms and lanterns, and it's the year of the metal ox, so there's some oxen in there and some Chinese mountains, a couple birds up there. And then I took a Chinese brush painting, and my friend of mine did. I thought I did this one, but I think this is the one my friend did, and I did another one. I'll have to look around and see if I can find the one I did. And this is on rice paper, so I used this matte medium to glue it down. And then I decided, since I had that out, I would also just glue this down with some matte medium too. And I'll probably add a few more elements to this page. Oh, while I was at the Dollar Tree today, I bought some of these cherry blossoms and apple blossoms. And what I like to do with these plastic flowers, well, the flowers are silk, but the stems are plastic, is I pull them off. I just take them apart and I cut. I usually take this plastic back, and I cut that right off, and I glue it down so that it glues down flatter. But I thought these little cherry blossoms would look pretty on this page, so I might put some of those on there. And I was delighted. I want to share with you my local Dollar Tree now has a official Crafter Square section, and they've restocked it totally. And for the first time, they actually have washi tape, which they've never had this pack with the little rolls in it before. They had all kinds of stickers, and I bought these with the butterflies and birds and flowers, because I always add butterflies, birds, and flowers to everything I do anyway. And I thought they were very, very pretty. And they might go in maybe my boho journal or my Vera Bradley journals that I'm making. Every time I get on, I get that clock. It's my bird clock. And they had some Easter ribbon. I got this really pretty light pink. And this one with Easter eggs and bunny tails. And I got a purple one. And they had some really pretty spring napkins. I've never seen these there before too. And I can use decoupage and put these on some pages. Lots of butterfly things. And I found these felt flowers. Somebody was showing me these the other day. I think it was Chris Crafts and More Wilson, and I found those, but I might have to go back and get a couple more things because they had a lot of good things in stock. And I think what I might do over here is I'm taking the material off of this fan that I bought at the Dollar Tree the other day. The material comes right off. You just kind of pull these plastic things here in the back like that. And I think I'm going to cut a piece and just make like a little fan pocket over here to cover up that corner that I don't like. I mean, this is just a junk journal. It's made out of an old piece of cardboard and Amazon bubble wrap and a pair of pants from the thrift store, so I don't know why I'm worried about anything. But I might decorate the inside pocket with that. And then, and you've probably done this too, you know, I took the page out like this to work on it. That's why I like this kind of a journal. And I had done this side, and I had let the Mod Podge dry, and then I flipped it over, and I had this wonderful Happy New Year, Chinese Happy New Year sign that my sister gave me. And I said, you know what, I was going to cut it up and use it like in a collage, but it was so pretty, I said, I'm just going to put the whole thing in just the way it is and maybe decorate around the edges. And I glued it down, and then, whoops, I realized, guess what? It's upside down. I'm pretty sure it goes this way, but I glued it in that way. So the fish are swimming upside down, and the Chinese writing is upside down, but there's no way I can take this off. That is on there with Fabri-Tac. It is not coming off. It's just going to have to live upside down. So I think what I'm going to do right now is maybe add something along the edges here, and don't worry about it being upside down, and maybe add some blossoms onto here and see what else I come up with, and then I'll be right back. I'm always changing my mind while I'm working. The plan was to take the fan apart and use this in the corner, but the more I looked at it, the more I said, maybe the blue fan would look prettier. So I took the blue fan apart and put that in the, whoops, my flowers, and put that in the corner. And I kind of like the blue fan better because the blue fan has a black background, just like the material on the inside of the cover. And then I had bought these also at the Dollar Tree. I bought blue to go with the blue fan, and I bought gold to go with the red and gold fan. And so I just put that around the edge So now it looks like a little fan in the corner. And then I noticed that there's a really pretty blue tassel there. So I'm going to take that off and probably make a card or something to go in the pocket, and I'll use that blue tassel on there like that. And I'm working on the other page, and look how pretty it looks now with those flowers. I pulled the silk flowers off of these, and I glued it in the corner, and then I said, what would that look like if I layered it? So I took one large pink, one large white, and one tiny pink, and I layered them up, and then I put a little jewel in the center, and these are just the jewels from Dollar Tree that come on like a roll of ribbon. I cut them apart, and I put a layered one there and layered a small one there. So I have 3 flowers, and I put some of the leaves from the branches on there too. And I think that really makes the page now. Oh, and I added some of this gloss Mod Podge on my mantis to give him a little extra dimension on the page, because this is a pretty shiny page and he was looking kind of dull. So we have the addition of flowers and leaves and little jewels and some gloss on the mantis, and my addition of the fan in the corner. And I'll make something to go inside there, use my little blue tassel. Oh, and on the inside of the page, I added this gold border sticker to my upside down, and I apologize for that. Happy New Year in Chinese. So I have to let everything dry. I used a lot of glue. My hands are all sticky, as you can see here. And I'm going to let all this stuff dry. And when it's good and dry, then I'm going to come up with some more designs. So I just want to thank you for coming along. And happy junk journaling. Bye-bye now.